Religion has a unique duality in Galerion. As soon as I saw the opportunity to review the topic that most people don't want to touch with a 10-foot pole, I ran towards it. Divinity plays such a crucial role in any official Paizo content, and part of what I would argue is what makes Galerion so special. I'm Game Master Liam. Welcome to the Lost Omens Travel Guide Religion video, here on Cardinal Adventures. Religion is the great unifier as much as it is the great divider in Galerion. Does that mean that everyone's religious? No, of course not. But generally speaking, yes. Most people in Galerion are polytheistic, meaning that they revere multiple deities. They will usually have one deity that they worship the most, otherwise known as their primary patron. As an example, if you came from a fishing town, you would probably see a temple or shrine to Gazra, so that the bounties in the sea or waters would be ever plentiful. But it wouldn't have been strange for you to grow up around people that would give prayers or revere Caden Kaleen, or Killian, however you pronounce it, when they want to celebrate the bountiful feast they just got. That's not to say that devout followers of a deity are necessarily better than those who pray to other deities for different situations, but one could imagine that a devout follower of one single deity would probably have a closer connection than those who are polytheistic. Interesting enough, the daily rituals and activities surrounding religion also vary based on location. Generally speaking, the further away you are from a major settlement, the less formal the religious ceremonies and rituals are. However, do not mistake this lack of formality for a lack of faith. It is often the opposite. To take a quote from the guide, "In such places, I've found that religion tends to become infused in daily life." End quote. So the next time you make a character who's from a tiny town in the middle of nowhere, be sure to keep that in mind. Next, the iconography. I'm going to share and show 2 of the 10 shown in this book that stood out to me the most. What I like about the iconography in this book is that they aren't your standard holy symbols you could get at a general store or at a temple. First, we have the Stygian kerns. Yes, it's kerns. I always wondered how that word was pronounced. Anyways, Aristil is typically thought of as the deity surrounding bounty, family, and hunting. However, stone giants often refer to him as Estig, the hunter, and they give Estig, or commonly known as Aristil, reverence by stacking 5 large stones to form a kern. Secondly, we have Lamashtu adornments. For those that didn't know, Lamashtu is a favored deity among the goblins. The first goblins that were created were made by sacrificing newborn human babies and their mother during the act of giving birth to those children in a gruesome blood ritual to Lamashtu. This fun fact is the main reason why there was so much backlash at the beginning of 2nd edition's release, having goblins as a core ancestry. This again just goes to show that religion, as stated earlier, can be a great reason for divide both in and even now, as we know, out of game. One name for those that know her story, the NPC from 1st edition's Rise of the Rune Lords adventure path, Nualia. Let's circle it back to a lighter note though. Liam, are there any options to play a polytheistic diviner, such as a cleric or champion though? Well, yes. As a matter of fact, there is and technically has been. Before this book, there were only 3 Pantheons, which can be found on pages 92 and 93 in Gods and Magic. The Dwarven Pantheon, the Elven Pantheon, and the Godclaw, which was centered around the Hell Knights. The options for Pantheons were a little niche and very specific. However, that has definitely changed in the Lost Omens travel guide. There are not 4, not 6, but 8 Pantheons available that are centered around general ideas that any ancestry or background could affiliate themselves with. Even if you aren't playing a diviner class, I could not recommend these options enough. I'm going to list off all 8 of them and then give a brief overview of 3 of them. If I didn't select the one you are interested in, I apologize, but as of the recording of this book, I have a review copy and I'm not allowed to disclose all of them. The 8 Pantheons in this book are the Cosmic Caravan, the Deliberate Journey, the Enlightened Scholar's Path, Hearth and Harvest, the Laborer's Bastion, the Offering Plate, Seafarer's Hope, and Urban Prosperity. Up first is, drumroll please, the Laborer's Bastion. As you can see, the members of this pantheon are Caden Kaleen, Kurgis, Tlehar, and Torag. Followers of this pantheon believe that a person's character is based on their work ethic. That doesn't mean that you have to be the best at your chosen craft, but as long as you are determined to improve, that's what counts. And with Caden Killian in the group, enjoying the fruits of your labor and not becoming obsessed with your craft is an essential tenet of this pantheon's beliefs. Up next is Urban Prosperity. The members of this pantheon include Abadar, Alceta, Kurata, and Tanagare. Anyone that has visited a major inner sea city has most definitely seen or entered a shrine or cathedral of Abadar, because some of them are banks. The primary focus of this pantheon is to make newcomers to cities feel welcome and to teach those peaceful citizens and citizens that already live there how to continue accruing and building wealth. To quote the guide, the urban prosperity tends to distribute any money it raises to those causes that promote peace and prosperity to all. End quote. However, there is an offensive branch of this pantheon that revolves around the idea of ensuring that peaceful citizens of the city remain protected and safe at all times. And the third and final pantheon I will cover is the Deliberate Journey. The members of this pantheon include Abadar, Barzak, Desna, and Ung. Desna is one of the most revered deities in Galerion, especially among travelers and gypsies, so it's no surprise that she's on this pantheon's list. This pantheon's purpose is to revere the idea of bringing knowledge, civilization, and wealth from settlement to settlement by traveling on foot or by caravan. Whether that's from city to city, village to village, city to village, or anything else in between. But most importantly, to travel with purpose. To travel for the sake of traveling, or traveling without a destination in mind, is the same as sentencing those you are traveling with to death. The anathema of this pantheon really says it all, and to me, is what makes it quite unique. In many campaigns, official or otherwise, travel plays a massive part in adventuring, and is the reason I saved this one for last. Unfortunately, as much as I would love to cover the religion chapter from beginning to end, I cannot as of the recording of this video. If you want me to review the chapter more in depth when the book fully releases, please let me know in the comments below. Did you know that over 80% of my viewers aren't subscribed to this channel?
Emotional damage!
I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers. Please help me make that happen. Like the video if you like it, and I will see y'all in the next video. Take it easy.